So today I want to speak a little bit about mindset and how important it is that your mindset is on your side, because a lot of us do not have the mindset we want to have, but because we think that like it is somehow it is something that we are not able to change, but it's really simple to change your mindset in a way. It's like just how much you want to resist that change. So if you do not want to change your mindset, then it's up to you. But if you want to change your mindset, then it's pretty easy, because you just have to change. You will have to be conscious about what you choose, because as I said, change does not happen by itself. It takes like somewhere around 21 days to a little bit more to make a new habit stick. So that's basically, then you have like made your mind understand that now we have made a change. So it takes, well, I would say that it takes around a month to make yourself like change something physical, that is something that you can change, that you notice that you have changed, like diet, whatever, training, something easy. But when you want to change on a deeper level, it is a little bit different, because you will have to be so much stand guard at what you think. Because if you let your mind fall into old habits of thinking, then it will not change anything. Because let's say that you want to start being positive, 100% positive, which is hard to be because it's a world of negativity. But if you decide to be positive, I'm taking own example because I did that and it was interesting and it was powerful and it was life-changing. Like, yeah, really life-changing. So I was really negative because I was into conspiracies and deep down into all kinds of different things, alcoholic, blah, 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 all these negative things. And I saw no light whatsoever. And from that point, I just could not continue living in that state of misery, because if you have lived in like hell, you know that you do not want to live there forever. And some of us do not think that we are able to get out of there, but it's really much possible. I didn't think that it was possible until I decided that this is something I want to do now. I want to be positive. And the whole reason for me changing my mindset about that was I listened to a book, Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it was like, it like that book basically changed the view of everything for me. And yeah, it's kind of crazy that one book can do that, but there was like something in that book that made me like really think that interesting, and it like got me into a spiral of I want to do better in life. I want to like I don't want to live life like I'm doing now, because I'm a loser. I'm a no one. I'm a fucking absolutely going to die before I'm 40 if I continue with this shit of myself. So I decided from that point that I am going to be positive, and I did not really know what it meant, but I decided that I'm going to be positive no matter what. And I stood guard at my mind, and I did everything that I could, listen to a lot of different people speaking about how to like embody a positive mind, and like don't live in fear, and don't live like a victim. And it's it's pretty much what goes into having a positive mindset. It's not just think positively, because I've heard that many times and I fucking hate it. Oh, just be positive. Fuck you, basically. Sorry, but yeah, I can't handle that. But it's like, to a positive mindset, positive life, you will have to go into that you are not a victim. So will have to quit the victim mentality, because victim mentality will not serve you at all in life. That's something that no one should live in, but we are programmed to live in that, because we are just loser humans that are not able to do anything about our lives, because yeah, basically we are just supposed to do what the things that we are told. And yeah, so victim mentality is something that must get like fucked out of your system. And of course, positive thinking, like in the past, I would like to, I cannot say that online, I will get thrown in jail or something, but basically some of you know what I suggest, but I basically, the elite people of the world, I could have fucking just done horrible things to them, and it was no like, that's a really negative way of thinking about what you would do with someone. Now I do not like these people that runs things, that ruins kind of some things in this world. I'm not gonna go into it because some of you see it as some super conspiracy, but it's really not, because imagine if there would be like only people that wants the best for the planet, doing things to improve the planet. Wouldn't it be much greater than it is right now? I mean, there is like war and hell and starvation and fucking trash all over this planet, and we seemingly do not do really much about it. So if these leaders of ours would be really caring about everything that we do, would it look like this? Probably not. So whatever. But I could have done horrible things to those persons that do not take like their responsibility and do something great with what they can do. And now the same people, I would not do anything harm me anyway, because I know that if you harm someone else, you harm like if you harm someone else, you really harm yourself in the end. It's like if you really like think when you do something mean to someone and really think about how that feels, which you do if you are like completely a narcissist and just don't think about anything else than yourself, then you will not know what I talk about. But if you are a person that actually have feelings, then you will know that deep down you felt that that was not kindly done, and you feel kind of ashamed of what you did. But well, the pride then takes us, because we are not going to say sorry, or if it's not someone that we have to live with, like girlfriends or whatever, boyfriends. So negativity in that way is not going to serve you in any like way. It's just going to harm you, and it's just gonna feel like a burden for yourself, because the only person that really gets all the shit if you're super negative is yourself. No one else knows that you're angry with the world because the world is so fucked up and blah blah blah. No one fucking cares about what you feel, and no one can understand that you are negative because this world is so fucked. And I mean, if you really think about it, how stupid was it of me to be so negative because, or so angry about the world? Because I mean, it's only me that gets like all this heavy emotions of hate and everything. No one else than me gets all this shit. No one else than me is like really hurting from this. I do not improve the planet. I do not improve the situation for the planet. I do not improve anything by being hateful, being negative, being just an asshole about the world. So the only one that loses on that is oneself. So negativity is a like real killer for your own happiness and your own everything, basically, because if you're super negative, you are not going to experience life the way you want to experience it. And yeah, it's kind of hard to be super positive, but I'm not gonna say super positive, but positive. It doesn't need to be super positive. It doesn't need to be like that. But well, if you are positive, you know you are positive. It's not negative. So if you let negativity in, it will completely make your environment acid again. So it's positivity or it's nothing. Don't judge things unnecessarily, because if you judge them, it's negative. It's not positive to judge things. Yes, you can say some smaller things, but I mean in general, if you judge things really hard and you think that something is stupid and some blah 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 whatever, then it's not positive. So positivity is something that you will really have to, at least I had to really like think about not letting myself fall back into these negative patterns, because negative thinking comes easily when you have been in a like negative thinking pattern for a long time. But when you have really learned yourself to not let negativity take over, you will start automatically use yourself of the positive thinking, and it will go automatically. Everything starts doing itself, like everything starts going automatically when you have done it for a while. So it's not like you have to struggle for the rest of your life, because then you are living in both sides at the same time, and do not let go of the negative things. And everything in life is like a reflection of what you believe and what you think. So if you think that the world is completely fucked, you will experience the world as completely fucked. But if you experience the world as it is hope, and I see light, and I see that we can change things, and I see that we are not completely fucked, then you will see the world in that way. And it sounds really simple, but it is. I mean, it is really that simple. So the mind is really important how you use it, because if you use your mind in the wrong way, you will attract a lot of crazy things that you do not want. If you ever noticed that if you like have something that you do not want to happen, and you really think about how much you do not want this to happen, it usually happens. And then you are like, fucking, I knew it would happen. And that's exactly because you knew that that would happen. You can do the same thing with positive things, but it's so much harder because we are programmed to be negative. So we usually do not think that good things happen just by no reason, but negative things, we are like, negative things happen by themselves also more, because there is things that we cannot control, and those are negative, and that's why we think that negative things are easier like to happen to us. So like that is what successful people use as themselves of. They are using the law the other way around. So instead of that they think that all these negative things is going to happen to them, they think that good things are going to happen to them. And that's what everyone should do. We should focus more on what good things we could like create in our lives, not what negative things we could create. Or we don't think about the negative things. Those just happen by themselves, because we think that, oh, it just will happen. It's nothing we can do about it. It is. We could think that, or we could stop focusing on the things that we do not want to experience and focus on the things that we want to experience. Because if you focus on whatever we focus on grows. So if we focus on negativity, we will experience more negativity. And if we focus on positivity, we will experience more positivity. Simple as that. And it's like, it really is simple as that. It's not like, I don't know how I could like put it more simple. If you want to change the state you are in, you will have to think greater than you feel. So if you feel like shit, you have done something, or you can feel like shit for no reason, or no reason, basically. And if you can feel great or think greater than you feel, then automatically if you think that, oh, it was not that bad, I will manage, it's not that big of a deal, and make yourself feel good, then you will automatically start feeling good. So it's like, it's really simple, everything. It's just that I want to make these things really understandable, because if you listen to some people online, they will make them sound so complex and use so much hard words, but I don't even find the words. So that's a bit hard for you to understand me instead, because some uses too much words and I'm using too little words. So, but yeah, mindset is important, and I will speak more about mindset. But whatever we think we can create, and whatever we think we cannot create. It's like whatever we put I am or I can do in like front of is basically what we can do. And I heard someone speaking about that the universe only says yes. So whatever you think, it is answer yes. If you think that I'm worthless, so that's yes. And if you think that I'm great, then it's yes. And if you think that I cannot do anything in life, then it's also yes. And if you think that I am the fucking most powerful human being in all 7 seas and I can do whatever the fuck I want, then it's also yes. So that's a way that I really learned to be more positive, because whatever it is that you say to yourself, or whatever it is that you think, the answer is always yes. So don't let the answer be something that you do want to be no, but you instead say some shit that you do not want the answer to be yes on. Because if you tell yourself things like that, or if you say something that you want the answer to be no, don't even think it, basically. But don't, because the whole reason is that you should not think those things in the first place. That's why I believe someone has figured this out. But it's really powerful, because whatever you put, like, if you want the answer to be yes, then you should think it. But if you want the answer to be no, then don't think it. Yeah, it's really simple, but it is, like, that's the most simple way of seeing it. If you want that, like, if you don't want the answer to be no, basically, you want it to be able to be answered with yes. So yeah, that was something I had to say today. So see you in the next one. Bye.